Good afternoon to whoever may be listening to this, the blessing or angel that is listening to this, and welcome back to Peacebybambi with your narrator, me, Bambi. I'm grateful today. I'm grateful to have this channel to speak through. I'm grateful that I've been given another opportunity to be here. I've kind of been challenging myself these past couple of weeks. And when I say challenging, I think I mean fighting myself. Not in a sense of like, oh yeah, we're doing a 21-day challenge where this is happening. But I think I've been fighting myself. And today I really wanted to talk about something that I think I also am having a really hard time doing. But I think it would really speak to a lot of people and help a lot of people. Today's message is about saying no to the enemy or the lies about life, or the lies in your life that are trying to manifest in your mind. I think today was a really good day to do that because today I did not want to get out of my bed, okay? I did not want to get out of my bed, and for some reason it's been taking me a while to get out of bed. I will set like 3 alarms. I intend to wake up around 5 or 6, but I really won't get up until 8 or 9. And so for me, this translates to the fact that sometimes we are not exhibiting the discipline that we would like, but I also want to intercede with the fact that the enemy will try to keep you down as long as you want. So I've been receiving, I guess, a lot of messages from God, at least from me, that I feel that He wants me to start getting up earlier. And I kind of want to do an episode about how you can hear for God, how you can listen for God, how you can listen for God's instruction over your life. But recently I've been getting a lot of notice to start getting up earlier just because I love getting up early. I love having this time of solitude to myself. I love just being able to get into my zone before the busyness of the day starts. So I like to have a couple hours to myself because I feel it is pivotal in order for me to revitalize my energy so I can give it out throughout the day, because sometimes my days end pretty late. So I've been getting a lot of I want to say conviction about it, because God doesn't condemn you, the enemy condemns you, but God will convict you to do something. So recently I've been getting a lot of conviction about getting up earlier, and I just have not done it. My brain will say, oh, Jordan, it's okay, just 5 more minutes, and then 5 more minutes will turn into 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes will turn into an hour. And by the time I get up, I already am myself about getting up later because I had this goal, the initial intentional goal to get up early, but I didn't. And so what I feel like this relates to the message is that it is really common to listen to the lies that the enemy tries to put within you. Just like how that extra 5 minutes, that extra 10 minutes, that extra 30 minutes is taking away your precious time, and time that you could be dedicating to yourself, time that you could use for self-care. Sometimes the enemy wants to keep you down as long as you can be, even though you may feel that God is calling you. And I'll give you another example of this is I have been battling, I don't even want to say the D word, depression. I've been battling just feeling kind of low. And this has been even since I've been in high school. I am 21 years old now, but sometimes we will hear voices in our head telling us lies about ourselves. And I think it's so easy to believe those voices if you don't know who you are, which was a really common theme around me. I watched this video the other day that said the enemy does not know how to read our mind. It doesn't know what we're thinking. However, the enemy can read our actions. So if they're constantly, and by there I'm saying the enemy, the people that don't want us to win, and you can also refer to this person as the devil, the people who don't want us to win don't know how to read our minds. All they know is they can say hurtful things and see how that makes us react. And so when we're usually getting intrusive thoughts, it is the enemy trying to see what can tear us down, what can they tear us down, what they can use to pull apart our brain to make us feel weaker, because we are all as strong as the universe is. We have universes inside of us. So what would it be like if you told every one of your intrusive thoughts that try to tear you down, no, not today? There's a really funny quote. It says, "Not today, Satan." And I love it because it's so real. There will never be a time when the enemy is not trying to attack you. Newsflash, and I'm sorry to say that, but there's not. As much as you're getting stronger and becoming more mentally prepared, the enemy will try to tear you down even more, especially when a big blessing is coming your way or you're about to hit a breakthrough. That's when you'll feel the weight of the world on you, the pressure. Recently, in my personal life, I have been dealing with a lot of breakdowns, a lot of mental breakdowns, a lot of physical breakdowns. And I've been wondering, why has this been happening to me? Why is this all happening right now? Why are my trials lasting this long? But someone had to remind me that when you are being tormented, when you are being tried, when you are going up that hill, it only means the only way you can come is down. It only means at the end of that road, there's a blessing for you. There's a breakthrough meant to happen. And I truly believe that, because the one thing about the enemy, they don't want you to win. People who are haters per se, they don't want you to win. They don't want to see you succeed. So they're going to try any and everything to stop you from your level of growth that you are meant and already destined to achieve. So what I've learned is that when you are going through the battles and the trials and tribulations of life, it only means you're this close to winning, that you are almost at the finish line. And it may be, I know it's so hard to push through. It's so hard to imagine that you're going through all this because there is a victory in the end. But you have to also remember that nothing from God can fail. Nothing that comes from God can fail. And we are all from God. We were all molded in His hands. He knew the plans He had for your life before you were even born. So remembering that nothing from God can fail, and when God speaks to you, we should be able to look at it as an honor that He's sharing His vision with you, because He wants it to happen through you. It's not meant for anybody else. The pain that you're experiencing right now, it's not meant for anybody else, because He knows how strong you are to handle it. He knows that you are the only person equipped to deal with what you are dealing with. So may you also remember today that God will not see that you fail. He wants you to win. He wants you to succeed just as much as I do. And the beauty of life is that sometimes we will never know when it is our time to win, but remembering that it will come, remembering that we will achieve everything we want to. All we have to do is ask. And that's the beauty about God as well, is that He tells us, ask and you shall receive. I remember I was looking for directions to some place, and I just remember that verse, ask and you shall receive. So I went up to somebody and I asked them where it was, because it was so hidden. It was like in the middle of this like marketplace. And they told me where it was. They even walked me to where the place was. And I felt so grateful, because sometimes we think that people are our worst enemies, but we're really all here to help each other grow. We're all here to help each other be one. And I think there's so much beauty in that. There's so much joy in that. And sometimes some people are having harder times than others. But just remembering that your storm cannot and will not last forever. I think there's so much beauty in being able to say no to things that are no longer serving you. Being able to say no to those intrusive thoughts. It takes a lot of muscle memory and muscle power, but I know you have it. So today, I was going to say preference, but my challenge for you is to say no to every intrusive thought that tries to steal your joy today. If someone is to say no to every intrusive thought that tries to steal your joy today. If someone is telling you in your mind, or something is telling you, you look horrible today, you look bad today, you're going to have a bad day, those people don't like you, say no, you're wrong. No, you are wrong, and you're not stealing my joy today. Another really great affirmation that I gave my little sibling, I think it was last year, it was, I will not allow anything to steal my joy today, because that is one thing that you have in your heart that you can hold and cherish forever. So don't allow anything to steal your joy today, because you are one of one, and may you remember that nothing from God can fail. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for listening to Peacebybambi yet again. I'll be back. The question is, will you? And if you are listening to this, you are in the perfect hour, the perfect minute, the perfect millisecond. You are at the perfect place, at the perfect timing, and you are meant to be here. I love you guys so much. Remember today that you are one of one, and whatever you are battling, wise words from Frank Ocean, God doesn't give you anything you cannot handle. I love you guys so much. Take care, and God bless you.